In 1963, a team of archaeologists from Istanbul University was surveying the hills of southeastern Turkey. They found some interesting stone fragments, noted them in their records, and moved on. They had no idea what lay beneath their feet. 16 years later, an American researcher named Peter Benedict returned to the site. He collected some stone tools and noted the presence of cultic installations. But he didn't dig. The site seemed unremarkable. It wasn't until 1994 that the true magnitude of the discovery became clear. A German archaeologist named Klaus Schmidt, working nearby, decided to take a closer look. He climbed to the top of the hill, known locally as Göbekli Tepe, Potbelly Hill, and immediately understood what others had missed. Beneath the surface lay one of the most extraordinary archaeological sites ever found. A temple complex built by hunter-gatherers more than 11,000 years ago, predating Stonehenge by 6,000 years, predating the pyramids of Egypt by 7,000 years. This was Göbekli Tepe, the oldest known monumental structure on Earth, and it was about to rewrite the story of human civilization. Göbekli Tepe sits atop a limestone ridge overlooking the Heron Plain. The site consists of at least 20 circular enclosures, 4 of which have been excavated. Each enclosure contains 2 massive T-shaped pillars standing in the center, surrounded by a ring of smaller pillars. The largest pillars stand over 5 meters tall and weigh up to 10 tons. They are carved from limestone and adorned with intricate reliefs. Foxes, snakes, wild boars, vultures, scorpions, and other animals. Some pillars bear abstract symbols that remain undeciphered. The precision of the construction is remarkable. The pillars are carefully shaped, with arms and hands carved in low relief on their sides. The enclosures are oriented in specific directions, suggesting astronomical alignments. But what makes Göbekli Tepe truly extraordinary is not just its age. It is who built it and who didn't. Before Göbekli Tepe, archaeologists believed that monumental architecture required settled farming communities. You needed agriculture to support large workforces, villages to organize labor, and surplus food to sustain specialists. Göbekli Tepe shattered this assumption. The people who built it were hunter-gatherers. They had no agriculture, no pottery, no permanent settlements. They moved with the seasons, following herds of wild animals and gathering wild plants. Yet somehow, these nomadic people managed to quarry, transport, and erect pillars weighing up to 10 tons. They carved intricate reliefs with stone tools. They organized the labor of hundreds, perhaps thousands, of workers. The implications are staggering. Perhaps it was not farming that led to civilization, but temples. Perhaps the desire to worship came first and agriculture followed. Perhaps Göbekli Tepe was not a product of civilization, but its cause. Around 8000 BCE, something extraordinary happened. The people who had built Göbekli Tepe deliberately buried it. They filled the enclosures with earth, stones, and debris, covering their own sacred site with care. Why would a community destroy its most important monument? Theories abound. Some suggest the site became too powerful, too dangerous, and had to be neutralized. Others propose that the builders' beliefs changed, and the old gods were no longer worshipped. The burial was thorough. Over the millennia, erosion and sediment covered the site completely. By the time modern humans arrived, Göbekli Tepe was nothing more than a gentle hill. No one suspected what lay beneath. The site remained hidden for thousands of years, until Klaus Schmidt's shovel finally revealed it. The deliberate burial had preserved the carvings in extraordinary detail, protected from weathering and looting. Göbekli Tepe has fundamentally changed our understanding of the past. Before its discovery, the standard narrative was clear. Agriculture led to settlements. Settlements led to villages. Villages led to cities, and cities led to civilization. Göbekli Tepe suggests a different story. Perhaps it was the desire to gather, to worship, to build monuments to the gods that drove humans to settle in one place. Perhaps temples came before towns. Perhaps faith came before farming. The site continues to yield new discoveries. Only a fraction of Göbekli Tepe has been excavated. Geophysical surveys suggest that dozens more enclosures lie buried beneath the soil. The full extent of the site may not be known for decades. Today, Göbekli Tepe is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting visitors from around the world who come to witness the place where civilization may have begun. Göbekli Tepe remains one of the greatest archaeological mysteries of all time. A temple built by people who had no writing, no metal tools, no agriculture, yet possessed the skill and organization to create a monument that has survived for 11,000 years. Who were these people? What gods did they worship? And why did they bury their greatest achievement? We may never know the answers, but the questions themselves remind us that the past is far more complex and far more mysterious than we ever imagined.